Hello, Philip. Good evening. So, guys, we are live on YouTube. So, hello, YouTube. This is a English immersion here at Talk and Talk. And Talk and Talk is a language platform where you can learn English, Spanish, German, Italian, and I believe that's it. Guys, this is immersion to speak up. So, it's important to share your ideas, but with respect, respect each other, respect the time of the other person, because everyone wants to talk. So it's important to share your ideas, but remember, we don't have so much time. So it's important to don't speak too much, just that. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will divide us in, let me see, 4, 3. I think there are more people coming. Okay, I will create just one more room and we can stay in 4 people. Just let me put the questions again. Felipe, there dois de você aqui. I don't know what happened.
Double Philip.
Yeah. Just, I don't know if maybe it's another guy with the same name and I don't know. Okay.
No.
Okay. So, all right, I will create just one more room. Just 1 second. I believe that is anyone here already knows Talk and Talk, right? We don't have new people here. I don't believe so. Okay. Okay. So, guys, if you receive the invitation, please accept. And sorry, everybody already have the questions. I don't know if I put again, everyone. It's okay. All right. So if you receive, please accept and have a great conversation, guys. See you later. Okay, so guys, let me introduce myself because I don't know if everyone here already know me. I am Nayara, and I'm here in Talk and Talk since April last year, but I started like a host in this month, I believe, or in the last month, and I live in Joinville, Santa Catarina. Now I'm single. I don't know because I was saying that I was married, but now I'm not anymore. So I need to say that I'm single and I live here in my house with my dog. I don't have kids, and I have a degree, business administration. I work usually I work as a financial analyst, but yeah, but I already work it with the commercial area. So uh, in my free time, I like to ride my bike. I like to walk my dog. I love to play with my dog because dogs and cats for me it's like everything, and I love them. And well, I think it's that about me. I am unemployed right now. I'm looking for a new job. So for this reason, this topic is really important to me. But let me know about you, Mateus. Can you introduce yourself and tell us what you do for a living?
Yeah, sure. Well, about me, my name is Matheus Paniza. I am 27 years old. At the moment, I'm employed. I am electrical engineer, but currently I work in the field, in the production engineer field, like a continuous improvement consultant at Senai. Well, I'm married. I live in São Paulo, capital. I'm Christian, and my free times I love to play instruments, special saxophone. But I'm sad in this moment because I had a problem with my finger, uh,
Oh, yes.
so I can't to play. But I intend to be okay on next Thursday if the doctor allows.
Yes. Oh, this is amazing. I think I never know anyone that play saxophone. I don't know how can say saxophone in English.
Yeah, yeah, saxophone.
It's the same?
Yeah, the
Oh,
same.
perfect. So it's really amazing. When
The
you
writing is different uh, with the pay, the letter pay and H.
so when you get better, you can play for us in immersion. You know, it's gonna be amazing. I will
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it. I will put
It's
that topic about music, like specific about saxophone.
okay. Sure, we can to prepare a immersion for this. I have a little and simple channel on YouTube. I don't
Oh,
have
this is nice.
many videos. Is Matheus Paniza also true actually, but I would like to discuss about in an immersion.
Yes,
I'm here.
perfect. I will thinking about it and I will put some questions about this. Thank you so much. And what
Perfect.
about you? And what about you, Camila? Can you introduce yourself?
Hey, good evening, guys. I'm Camila. I'm 33 years old. I'm from Rio. I'm also unemployed, but like freelancer, living for a living, you know. And oh, I like to going out for fresh walks, to be with my cats. I have two cats, and I don't know, going out with friends, going to the beach, this kind of things, you know, listening to music. And I usually work as a product designer or UX researcher, and I'm looking for positions, especially in UX researcher, but living off design right now. And that's
Mm,
me. Nice to meet you.
perfect. Nice to meet you too. Was perfect. Thank you so much. And what about you, Alexandre? Can you introduce yourself?
So my name is Alexandre. I'm from Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm retired from Banco do Brasil since 2016. I live pretty close to the beach, so my free time I enjoy biking around the beach, 5 kilometers going, 5 kilometers back. I also like to play guitar. I love bossa nova, so I talk more bossa nova and samba, some international music as well. Hmm. I like to study English. I have been studying English every day, at least 2 hours, because I love a teacher from Canada, uh, Jenny Forrest. So I put her on my TV, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours talking. And so I'm doing my thing in my house and listening her. Something caught my attention, like some words that I don't know. I run there to check. Yeah, I love this.
Yes,
The,
I do the same. And I get nervous when I don't know some word. Like I need to search in the same time. Like if I listen to some music or listen some people talking in English and I don't understand, I need to search about this word. You know, it's something that I like to do. I believe that at least for me, English helped me like in my personal life, not only talking about job, but help me to know more about myself, to express myself better, and all the things that it's amazing to know more about the other people. Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
really recommend Jennifer Forrest because she is very smart to teach English. She even explain all the grammar in the text because she teach by reading reading news like CNN and NBC, etc. So she read the text and explain everything since the small grammar until the high level grammar, and she maybe uh, give one, two synonymous about one word, so it can expand your mind, right?
It's a podcast or it's a channel
No,
on YouTube?
if you can look on YouTube for Jennifer Forrest, English teacher, so you will find her easily.
Oh, perfect. If it's possible, you can put on the chat for us the link to share.
Yeah, but
It's really
she don't have the small video, so video from 10 minutes to 3 hours, one
okay.
hour, but very important to listen because you can understand everything from her. She's
Oh,
very
perfect. Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexandre. It's amazing. I love to know more about the how to learn English and some tips. It's really important. And guys, so let's go for the questions. And the question number two is when was the last time you had a job interview and how it was? So, Camila, you are unemployed, but you know you do some freelancer. So I would like to know about you. How was your last job interview?
It was this week, I think, Monday. I had a job interview. It was very good. I felt very confident. I don't know. I felt like me, because sometimes you are so focused and you forget about yourself and you just want to perform. So I think it was good because I was more relaxed and I could, how can I say, act like I'm in my real life. I wasn't very tense, and this was good for me. And it was a position to work in São Paulo because right now I'm having, I don't know if I'm having is the right way to say, but I think they are calling, the positions of São Paulo are calling me much more than Rio de Janeiro. And I've already worked for São Paulo, but remote, and now I'm like, I just want to work. So if I have to move, I'm not, I don't. It's not a problem for me. And yeah, I prefer the beach in Rio, but it's okay. São Paulo, it's nice also. But it was like that, and it was a 3 month opportunity, so it's temporary, but can renew. So maybe I can be in São Paulo. I don't know, next month. I'm calling from São Paulo. Let's see.
Yes, I totally understand you, Camila, because I'm living the same moment. For example, I'm searching for a job and I don't care if it's remotely or if it's like a physical, I need to go to the place for me. I just need to work because now I'm living alone and I rent a house. I have a lot
Mhm.
of bills to pay and I need to
Yeah.
take care of my dog. You know, it's so expensive. So Yes, I need to work. But it's I don't feel good with this because I know everything that I have been studying and everything that I have experienced. So sometimes I want something good for me. It's not only,
Yeah,
oh, just one more job, you know. I want something like that I really want to work for, but sometimes it's difficult, I know. We just need money. It's just that. For
yeah,
example, when the interviewer asked for us, what do you want to work in this company? It's just because I want to pay my bills. It's just
yeah. But you can't be practical like that, you know. Be inspire people, you know. I don't know. I think we are inspired people. Sometimes we feel like, how can I say, desanimado because of
Yeah.
the things that are happening. But I think it's important to connect to yourself and be open to believe that I had many interviews because I'm from a field that right now we have a layoff, much layoff, so it's very hard to you get a position. Sometimes you almost there and you don't. So it's frustrating, and this have impact on us. But I don't know if we have to be focused in something that are good for us. This position that I try is in the field that I really want. So I'm like I'm open to move to be UX researcher and to be continued, like in this field. So I'm excited.
Yes, yes. Thanks so much for sharing, Camila. And what about you, Mateus? What when was it your last that you have your last job interview?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the second semester of the last year, close to September, October, in the trainee process, and was an in English interview. In that at that time, I wasn't studying at TNT. I wasn't studying here, but I studied a lot for this interview, and I was good.
And you did like the whole interview in English?
Yeah, the interview in English.
It's like it's a multinational company or something?
Yes, it was a
Yeah.
multinational company, and it was just one step of the process. It wasn't the last step, the process.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I already did a job interview and I need to talk a little bit in English. Was the last year in October, I believe.
Yeah.
But I just stayed there for one time because it's the temporary contract, just for 7 months. But was amazing and I gained a lot of experience. But now that I'm looking for a job, I did a job interview last week and this week, and was terrible. No, totally
Yeah.
like, oh my God. I don't know if I am able to explain what happened in English because was like, oh my God, I can't believe it because the in the first job interview, the interviewer was a woman, and she asked me something about religion, something about politic and these things, what it's my opinion about quotas. I don't know how I can say quotas in, and she started to discuss with me, because I really want to know about your opinion, and this is a Catholic company, and just, oh,
I guess
was
it was a trick because she wanted to know if you are involved in politics, if you
yes,
like to
yes, but
discuss politics in a
I
job,
yes,
if you are a, a very religious person, you can push the person to another group. So maybe
yeah, I don't
this
know, but
interview is
I think
material.
good that you were bad, because come on, this is not a nice company, to work.
Yes,
That's
because when
kind of
it's
private thing, you don't have to share these things in work. You can
yes, I
work in
believe,
your own
uh,
secretly. Come on.
like we don't need to discuss these things in our jobs. And I believe even more when you are doing a job interview, it's not the moment, it's to talking about my experience, everything that I know how to deal with the situations, talking about in work environment and about the process. Like I work in the financial area, so I need to know a lot of things about accounts and payable and receivable and spreadsheet and these things. So was terrible. I
Yeah.
but it's okay. I believe in God, please. Everything it's gonna be better. And what about you, Alexandre?
So I think the good answer could be, I am not very involved in religion. I don't like to discuss politics, so
Yeah.
you mark the question. But let's go back to 1978. It was only one interview I had I had, because after that I went to work in Banco do Brasil. But I remember I was 19. I was too nervous because I had an interview with the agriculture secretary to I was applying to a work apply for working here in Vitória, was living Alegre, the city in the south. And I remember she called my attention because I was shaking. I was so nervous. So she gave me a glass of water and say, calm, please. Breathe, have some breath. And then he asked me some questions and gave me a test. And then the test had 10 to a 10 question, and I make it through 9 question and one question wrong. It was very interesting because she was secretary, and the cash that I make wrong was what the name of the governor. I I didn't know the name. Oh my gosh! Why don't you know the name of the governor? You are applying for the job in the Secretary of the Agriculture. So I don't like politics. But I got the job. I got the job. It was only one interview in all my life.
Oh my God. I think everyone has a history about job interview, every time happens something funny or something that it's not related to this job, to this vacancy, this position. Like it's not related. So why are you talking about this? So it's funny sometimes. And yeah, well, when I did a job interview this week, and now I don't know. I don't feel so nervous to do a job interview because now I know what I need to say. I first, of course, I try to hear about the company and what this company really wants from me, like what I can contribute to the company, and I know every skills and experience that I have. So it's important to prepare, of course. So I try to know more about the company. I search on the Google and the website about the year that this company will build and everything that involves this company. I try to fix this in my mind. And yeah, and about the company is that, and about me, I try to just relax, because I will do my best. And I believe that we need to do this for everything in our lives, because I think you get nervous, like so nervous that you start to shake. And it's because you think, oh my God, will be the last opportunity in my life, if I didn't got this job, oh my God, I think I will die, it's something like that. And this is not true. So I try to change my thoughts, and I say to myself, oh, I know that I am able to work in this company. I know that I have a big value for this company. So I think it's something like that. So now I don't have so problems to do a job interview. And it's really funny because I receive a lot of invitations to do a job interview, and they ask me if I have a good English or advanced English, and I say okay, I have, and I can talk to you in English. It's not a problem, but they didn't speak with me. They didn't talk to me in English, and I believe that, oh, you wants me like you're employed. You wants me because I'm able to speak in English, but you don't speak English, because you don't want to talk to you don't want to talk to me. This happened a lot of times, and yeah, it's weird sometimes. You want a employed like in your company that they speak, but you're a boss, but you didn't know how to speak in English. Well, the question number 3. Do you think that just being good technically for a job, it's enough? What do you think about Mateus?
Well, I don't think, uh, because besides of the technicals or hard skills, it's very important to have soft skills such as a good interpersonal communication, leadership spirit, what else? Proactivity and others. So, in my opinion, to have just technical skills is not enough.
Yes, I totally agree with you, and I believe that nowadays the companies are looking for this people, that have more soft skill than hard skills, because you can learn about Power BI, and we have a lot of tools that we can learn on internet, like on YouTube, or you can buy for some courses. It's really easy, but to know how to deal with people, be more talkative, and these things like share your ideas, and know more about the other person, how to deal with the situation, how to solve problems, and don't get so anxious and so nervous about when something that you are not expecting happens. So you need to stay calm, just breathe, and okay, I can solve this problem. And yeah, I believe this is really important. And what do you think about this, Camila?
I agree. I think you said it all, So, like, even our ability to learn, I think it comes from our soft skills. So, if you get very anxious and don't collaborate and don't ask for help, it's difficult to move on, to grow in your position or in the company. And we have to be open to exchange information, to know people uh, in different ways, So I think it's very important to be more than technical. I think technically is important. You know the base, and you have good education. You just understand the basic, but the fundamental. But I think we have to want more, to have ambition some ways, and don't be afraid to try. And this is soft skills for me.
Yes,
And
and
what do you think, Alexandre? If you want to talk also, you can come.
no, go ahead, Alexandre. Can you answer?
I think I couldn't add more. Matheus said everything, Matheus and Camila, because you need to have all this capacity to go to work in a company. If you are technically applied, able, it's good, but you need to show you are a good person, you are able to help everyone in the company, to push the group for the high position and defend the company, the name of the company outside their work, because when you are working in a company, you represent this company everywhere you are, even when you are traveling on a beach or you represent this company. The banks always talk to me about you represent the bank, wherever you are, right? So don't do the wrong thing because you are putting the name of the bank in judgment. But that's it. I think it's enough.
Yes, and like in the last month, I was complaining about how people are when they are working remotely. Because when I was working this multinational, I was working from home, and it was really weird. I don't know if it was just about the company that I work for, or it's like everyone that work from home in is in this kind of way. Like they are colder, and they don't say. Sometimes they didn't say good morning. How are you? They still don't want to. They just want to deliver the things. Just we have a meeting to discuss about this, and that's it. I don't want to know about your personal life. It's just to work, and I started to work like 6 a.m. and I finish sometimes 10 p.m. So I work more than I work from when I work in a physical company. And the people was not friendly at all. Like they don't like to talk, because I believe they stay in their houses and just alone. It's just me with myself, and I don't need people, I don't need to talk. It's just to do what I must to do, and that's it. So in my opinion, when we're talking about work from home and work in a physical company, the communication, the way that people deal with the work environment and with a team, it's totally different. And I was so scared because I liked so much to talk. I know that I need to work. I need to uh, like do everything that I must do during the day. But I like to talk, just to free a little bit, just to relax. And I couldn't, because people just are colder. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know. For me, work from home was not a good experience.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know how even people were productive if they don't talk to themselves. Like if you have to do something, you have to talk with someone, and you don't want to know about the person. Is very strange.
yeah,
I For some years I'm working remotely, for companies, and I never passed through an experience like that. I think it would
yeah,
be possible, but I think other companies are more difficult to work. I think a technology company, they have like a channel to people talk about different channels in one app just for work, and people can be in one channel more relaxed, and then in another channel uh, talk about some the subject that is important. I think this is very important to work, because if you don't feel relaxed and if you don't feel you have a connection with the your team, how is you're gonna work in a effective way? I think
yeah,
it's very strange that.
yeah. I totally agree with you. Thank you, Camila. And Mateus, can you read and answer the question number 4 for us, please?
Yes. Uh, what's the difference between working for a small company and a large company. Well, in my opinion, um, the main difference are in the structure of the company. Um, and my opinion, sorry, large companies, you have more opportunities to grow up inside of the company. There are more departments, but about the learning, you can learn it as a small, as a large company. So these are the main difference, in my opinion.
Yes. And what about you, Camila? What do you think?
Until today, I think I worked for two large companies, and what I felt it was more organized environment because you have this thing that Matheus said, that you have a more vertical structure, you know. So you have RH, H, I don't know if it's HR, I
HR,
think it's
HR, HR,
HR. It's much more organized, and you have like how can I say, metas, you know. You have and by
goals,
this you oh,
goals,
how to say, I
goals,
didn't, goals, you have
goals.
goals. They have goals, and I think you have more opportunity to grow in this structured way, you know, like you have these etapas, steps to grow, and you can earn more money, you know. Your salary can get bigger this in that time, you know. You have even a plan to grow, you know. I think in small company, the way of growing is like more chaotic, you know. Yeah, and sometimes is is about productive, but also not, you know. Maybe you are a friend of someone, you know, like people like you know, and you go more easily, you know. It's easier to grow, and sometimes it's more stressful because if you don't have a mark, like steps to go, you feel that you have to work a lot to be seen, you know. So I think you suffer more in a small company. But yeah, and the question, what's the difference, I think this is the difference, even for me, at least.
Yes, I agree with you. Like I already worked for a small company and a huge company, like a multinational. And for me, like the biggest difference is because when you work in a small company, you kind of work with everything, like in the administrative area, and you sell the things sometimes, and you need to attend, and you need to do something, you know. It's like here in Portuguese we say palpa toda obra. And something like that, you know, because it's a small company, so you have time to think and more about everything that involves this company, all the management that we need to do. So I believe this is the biggest difference, because when you work for a huge company like a multinational, like Matheus said, there are so many sectors, departments, you know, and there are a lot of process that you need to follow, rules and these things. So, uh, for example, I work with the payable and receivable accounts. So everything that I did, I need someone to approve, you know, and I feel that I'm not able to do something just by myself, and I don't feel so responsible for this position, because oh, I need to send this task for someone to see first, and then they can go ahead with this spreadsheet, or this the things that we need to do during the day. So for me, was really boring, and I feel so anxious about this, because I want to finish my work. I just want to, and I could, because I depend of the other person to do your process as well, so was really bad for me. And for you, Alexandre, can you see the
So
difference between?
I work for both, for small factor and big company. I think Banco Brazil is bigger than a lot of companies in Brazil. I think the main difference is when you work for a small company, you, you need to carry the other everything on your shoulder, right? And the owner eyes is only all day on you. Oh, let him see what this girl, this boy is doing right, doing wrong. When you work to a big company like Banco do Brasil, and the others, Petrobras, I have my son working at Petrobras, you can spare this attention for other people. And more, you can apply for different areas. In my case, I applied for being cashier because I I I saw that if uh, if I have doing everything right as a cashier, I could work from 10 to 4 p.m. every day and go out,
Yeah.
not have a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And my responsibility was to manage money every day, make it have some difference in the range of the day, but in sometimes had to pay for this difference where we was we couldn't find where we make it wrong. But I worked 35 years in Banco Brazil, 28 as a cashier. I went supervisor. I was replying a manager, but I didn't like just like so many responsibility and manage a lot of people. So I prefer to work and attending public, and I had only a manager supervisor behind me. Uh, from time to time, I had to reply this manager and hand a lot of money, put the money in cash in the machine outside the bank.
Mm.
It's a very responsible,
Yeah.
but it was my job. I applied for this job in 1980, and it was the best job I had. So that I feel like I'd like to be there working, but it's impossible. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yes. Thanks for sharing, Alexandre. And guys, the question number 5, it's a it's a great question, I believe. And I would like to know about you. What would be the ideal job for you? Like talking about boss, colleagues, environment, benefits, and salary. I believe that I put this question because sometimes we are looking for a job and we are just thinking about the salary and the benefits, but we don't thinking about the company. If it's I want to work in this company for like the products that it's are sold in this company, it's my interesting, like I like it, or it doesn't make sense for me. I don't know if you're already thinking about it, and I would like to know about you, Mateus.
So certainly, in my opinion, the environment and the colleagues, it's the most important topic Yes, the salary and the benefits are important, but the environment, the way that we work in group is very important for me. I like it so much to work in group, to have good communication with my team. So this topic is it's very important because they promote more condition for you to learn more. And I particularly I like to learn a lot. And, and sometimes you can obtain money, but not knowledge. And I don't defend this form of to think. For example, to be a TikTok, I never will be.
Yes. Yes, thanks for sharing with this. And what about you, Camila? What do you think?
I don't understand. I didn't understand if you asked for the things that I think it's the ideal for work, or one thing that is more ideal that is the focus for me. What was the question like?
The question it's something like because when we are searching for a job, we just how I can say in English, I don't know. A gente atira para tudo quanto é lado, you know?
Oh,
Just thinking about the salary and the benefits. I don't care if it's a health company or a sport, it's something different. For example, I don't like I don't know, let me think. Something related to I don't know, murals. I don't see myself selling murals or work with murals. Just an example, you know. But I will work for this company because it's a good salary. It have a good benefits. But I don't like the environment. So what is important for you? Like something
uh-huh.
like that.
I think it's like Mateus, you know, like you have to be in a good environment, you know. And I worked a lot for small companies, and
But
I
if you
think
know, but Camila, if you know that like it's a great salary, like oh my God, it's the salary of your dreams, like and you have the good benefits, but it's a terrible environment. You will accept this
I
vacancy.
think I would if it was a big tech company, because after this small time of torture, I would be seen as a different professional in the market. You know, everybody does that. You know, you have a time. Recently, people shared a list of worst place to work in. You know, and you have the most big techs are the worst place to work. You know, like the selo, you know, of best place to work, you know, because they have some of them have big salaries, some of them have good benefits, but the people are terrible. You know, like, you choose to be in a company like that just to grow more in your career, you know. So I would choose something like that, knowing that it would be temporary, and I would return after that to a better position in a place that I would like. I always I've always been a passionate professional, you know, so I always worked for places that it had to do with me. Like I like education, I liked NGOs, you know, I worked for many places like that. But it's difficult to grow in companies like that because they don't have money, you know. Like, some of them have, but I didn't were lucky enough to be in the big companies of this subject. So I think I'm ready to suffer in a way, salary way.
Yes. Thank you, Camila. And what about you, Alexandre?
So this question gave me good reminders because I remember I was 12. I was living in a farm. I was a little boy, and I was attacked by a dog. And I went to the city to have vaccines. I was totally analphabet, never going to school, and one word, any letters, no, totally analphabet. And when I was going to have vaccines, I was passing in front of the beautiful building, and there was an elegant man working inside. And I say to myself, oh my gosh, I should work in this
Mhm.
building, so beautiful. So first I looked to the environment, right? I didn't know about salary,
Yeah.
about benefits, about anything. But uh, 5 years late, I went to the city to study, and now I was applying to read the name Banco do Brasil in the door. So I asked some question about the Banco do Brasil. Please. Oh, good salary, good
Mhm.
benefits, a lot of colleagues, and then it was the key for me to study 24/7, every day, every month, every year.
Mhm.
And 10 years late, it was 1970, and in 1980, I went to work. I was 26. I was so happy. So the best the best present I received from God, and very thankful about that.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Alexandre. And guys, I'm sorry, but we don't have more time to talk. Was like I would like to ask for Thiago and Odimar, how was the conversation for you guys?
It was very nice. Very different opinions,
Me too.
and I think people can talk about their career, their interests, their what they like, what they don't like in the jobs, in the companies, in the interview process. So it was very nice.
Oh, this is really really
To
good to
to
hear.
to me, sorry,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
sorry. To me, what's so good was a very conversation.
Oh, perfect. So, guys, thank you so much. I love this conversation. I put here in the chat the survey. So please tell me if you like it, this topic, and if you have something interesting to talking about. Please help us with the subject. And I put my LinkedIn because I'm searching for a job. So if you want to connect with me, it's like amazing. And thank you so much and have a great night. Have a great
What's
week. And
You are replying Igor, right?
Igor,
Today,
yes,
but you
Igor.
have a
Yes, I
you
have
have a
my
meeting.
immersion. My immersion
What day
it's
you have immersion?
it's every Friday, 6 p.m.
Every Friday.
Yes. At
What
least for
time?
now, it's every Friday at 6 p.m. At least for now,
6.
because yes,
6
6.
p.m.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
just okay. So guys, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
and see you later. Bye.
See
Thank
you.
you.